My name is Amon Caroline Okeng. When I was young, I struggled with reading and writing. I understood everything in class, but I never knew how to read or write. And at some point in life, in my primary 3, I was forced to repeat. But even after I repeated, I never understood anything. I couldn't read and write until I met a friend who was in P2 who helped me. I was in P3, primary 3, and she helped me read. She understood me. She was friendly to me, and that helped me pick up. And now after I gave birth to my son, I noticed he was struggling with the same things, and I felt like, being a Christian, I felt like it was a generational curse. I blamed myself a lot. I was really worried. I did not want him to go what I went through, but I saw the same things happening, and that broke my heart. He became an introvert because mostly his friends did criticize him. One of his friends, some of his friends were his best friends in primary 1 and 2. Eventually they fell out because they were brighter and they were criticizing him. So each time someone was criticizing him, he walked away from them. Unfortunately, I never knew about anything. I never knew it was genetic, and it was a condition which was helpable. But when I was helping him, I helped him the best way I knew. Out of experience, I knew what helped me, and that's what I used as a mother. I remember that some days when I would walk with him and make sure he does things, I would go with him to the market, try to calculate everything, count sticks. And I taught him every day the same things over and over again, but it was not easy because he kept forgetting. And I never knew what to do until one day I was broken when his results came out and the results were not good enough. The father linked me to a doctor who was supposed to diagnose and confirm if indeed my son was dyslexic. When I went there, I carried 150,000, thinking it was the same amount of consultation like other departments in the hospital. But I was asked 600,000 shillings, which I didn't have, and he couldn't start treatment without that money. So I made a few calls and I got some money from friends and family, and that was when he was diagnosed. After they had diagnosed him and I was with the doctor discussing, that was the most painful bit. I remember crying a lot. I cried so much because I felt like I had tortured my son psychologically. Deep inside, I was broken, but I did not want to give up. To me, he was my son, so I wasn't going to give up. I discovered the word dyslexia after my son made 12 years, because I was advised to go and confirm if he was dyslexic. So they told me to check about dyslexia on YouTube and to Google about it. And when I read about it, I realized most of the things that were written about it, my son had all those things, those symptoms. Now he has friends. He has good friends. Though he's selective. He tells me, "Mommy, I don't want friends who don't build me. I want people who build me and who make me better, and people who understand me and respect me." That's what he tells me. I believe that if we trained people, teachers, students, and sensitize the public about dyslexia, many children would never be labeled stupid. Children will be understood. About autistic people, they would also not be labeled stupid. I have had a dream to help children who are like me and people who are like my son. I've had it for a long time. And I met a friend called Martin. He owns an NGO called Stress Clinic. And he was receptive. He listened to me and he supported me. And I moved with him. I realized they do a lot of counseling and they're welcoming to everyone regardless of their conditions, and they're patient with them. So I believe that if we work together with Stress Clinic and we establish a diagnostic center and we are able to train more children, more teachers and parents, we can be able to reduce the trauma that children go through in Uganda.